I thought I had the perfect life, until I walked into our bedroom and caught the two people I trusted most betraying me in the worst way imaginable. For 10 years, I believed I had it all. A beautiful wife, a loyal best friend, a peaceful home, and what felt like a love story built to last. My wife, Alyssa, was the kind of woman who turned heads when she walked into a room, but what made me fall for her was her heart. She was warm, gentle, and thoughtful. I met her through my best friend, Caleb, and for years, it felt like the three of us were inseparable. Caleb and I had been best friends since high school. We had each other's backs through everything. Family troubles, failed relationships, dreams lost and found. So when he introduced me to Alyssa at a party one summer night, I never thought I'd one day lose them both. Our marriage started like a dream. She smiled at me like I was the only man in the world. We traveled, we built a home together, and we talked about starting a family. I trusted her more than I trusted myself. She was my heart. And Caleb? He was like a brother. He was the best man at my wedding. He toasted to our forever. He cried when we said our vows. But sometimes, the people who smile the brightest hide the darkest truths. It started with little things. Alyssa's phone glued to her side. Late nights out with friends. Caleb coming over more often. Then suddenly, less. Then I noticed how quiet things had become. Her eyes didn't light up when I walked into the room anymore. Her kisses felt rushed. Her laughter, distant. One night, I came home early from work. I had flowers in my hand. I wanted to surprise her, to maybe reignite something that had started to fade. I walked into the house, expecting her usual smile, or even a casual hello. Instead, I heard whispers, then laughter, coming from upstairs. Something inside me froze. I stood there for a moment, the petals in my hand trembling. I moved quietly up the stairs, each step like thunder in my chest. And then, I opened our bedroom door. Time stopped. There they were, Alyssa, Caleb, in our bed, our sacred place, tangled in sheets and each other. They didn't see me at first, but when they did, the silence was louder than a scream. Alyssa's face went pale. Caleb stood there, shirtless, eyes wide like a deer caught in headlights. I didn't yell. I didn't throw punches. I couldn't move. All I could whisper was, "Why?" Alyssa started crying. Caleb tried to speak, but I raised my hand, not in anger, but in finality. I walked out, leaving behind the shattered pieces of what I thought was love. That night, I drove for hours. The streets were empty, but my mind wasn't. My memories, our wedding, the vacations, the late-night talks, the quiet moments, played in reverse like some cruel movie. I asked myself, was I not enough? Was it my fault? Did they ever love me at all? But somewhere between the silence and the pain, I realized something. Their betrayal wasn't a reflection of my worth. It was a reflection of their weakness. Over the next few weeks, I moved out. I filed for divorce. Alyssa begged for forgiveness. Caleb sent me a pathetic text saying he didn't mean to fall in love with her. I didn't reply. I went silent, not because I was weak, but because I was done giving my energy to people who didn't deserve my presence. Healing wasn't easy. I cried in secret. I deleted photos I once thought I'd frame forever. But little by little, I began to reclaim myself. I started journaling. I went back to the gym. I reconnected with old friends who reminded me who I was before I became her husband or his best friend. And then something happened that I never expected. I found peace, not in someone new, not in revenge, but in myself. You see, betrayal cuts deep, but surviving it shows you just how strong your heart truly is. Months later, I met someone unexpectedly. Her name was Mia. She wasn't loud or flashy. She didn't try to fix me. She just listened. She showed up when I didn't ask. She laughed at my worst jokes. She saw my brokenness and didn't flinch. For the first time in a long time, I felt seen, not as a man scorned, but as a man who deserved real love. Today, I don't carry bitterness. I carry lessons. I learned that love is not just about romance. It's about respect. That loyalty isn't a word, it's a choice. And that sometimes losing the people you thought you needed makes room for the ones who truly see your worth. So if you've ever been betrayed, if you're sitting in the ruins of love you thought would last forever, know this. You will rise, you will rebuild, and one day you'll look back and realize you didn't lose them, they lost you. Sometimes the people you trust most are the ones who hurt you the deepest. But healing starts when you choose yourself. Broken heart. Like, comment, and subscribe if you believe in second chances and rising stronger than before.